Alright, so welcome to another episode of the Wealth Building Journey podcast, where we teach you about the basics of doing business, investments, and wealth building. Again, my name is Dennis Hilario and my co-host,
Paul Familara.
and today is going to be the part 3 of our interview with Sir Jojo Ampilocchio.
Correct.
Sirs, how are you guys?
Maraming salamat. Suki na ako dito.
Suki na. Oo.
Oo
So, if you notice, iba yung setup natin ngayon
Yes.
kasi nandito tayo sa studio ni
Amplified.
ng Amplified.
Yung,
At opisina na rin ni Sir Jojo.
actually, kayong buena mano. Ito ang unang beses namin gagamitin tong studio na to.
Nice.
Very good.
Yung pala yan. Dito mag-i-start ang ating influencer career.
Malaking bagay.
Yan.
Creation.
Yes.
Yun, which I think this is going to be our topic for today.
Yes.
So all about content influencers.
Yes.
And yung mga celebrities din na nagta-transition to influencers. Siguro as a start, yun yung question natin. Kamusta bang industry ngayon? Oo.
Okay. So I've been, just for the viewers out there, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, kung nasan mang parte kayo ng mundo. So just as a background, I'm a talent manager by profession, but I also own an influencer marketing agency and advertising agency. So, medyo dyan talaga gumagalaw yung mundo ko, Dens, no? Kaya, well, maraming salamat that you invited me again, and I really wanted to talk about this topic. Kasi ang nangyayari ngayon, most especially during the pandemic, and also, of course, we all know that one of the major networks, which is ABS-CBN, closed down. Makikita nyo, nagkaroon ng migration, di ba? Like, a lot of the ABS-CBN artists went to GMA, and then some went to TV5 and went to other stations, di ba? Pero syempre, nagkaroon din ng change of behavior. Not only Pinoy, I mean, globally, nagkaroon tayo ng change of behavior because for almost 2 years, we were all stuck inside our houses.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, the only thing that we could do, syempre wala kang billboards, wala kang events, wala, di ba? So, most of your marketing budgets, most especially for brands, the marketing budgets are put onto digital. So, syempre, since ganun yung naging behavior, tas what were we doing inside our homes during the pandemic? Scrolling, thumbs tapping, social media, and then of course the growth of Netflix and the other platforms, di ba, na video on demand. Okay? So lumaki rin ang YouTube, lumaki din ang eventually
Online gaming din. May mga
online gaming, yes, YouTube, online gaming, Netflix, yan. Lumaki yan, di ba? And even mga gym equipment, tumaas ang benta.
Totoo yan.
Diba? Kasi nagpapadeliver ka ng kailangan ko pa rin maging fit kahit na may pandemic.
Yeah.
So, bumili ako ng rowing machine, nagpa-deliver ako ng rowing machine, dumbbells, di ba?
Yung mga sports stores, di ba?
Mga sports stores. So, nakita nyo, by behavior, you can already see that people are now migrating to their mobile phones.
That's right.
Diba? And then our TVs now are just being used for casting
True.
to a bigger screen.
Yeah.
Diba? So, mula nung pandemic, dumami din yung, instead of watching TV, ako na lang gagawa ng sarili kong content. Diba? Gumawa ako ng sarili kong content. So, a lot of people actually got onto TikTok. Kaya biglang ang
na-coin
TikTok.
yung core content creator na.
Yes, correct. Kaya, before, from bloggers with a B,
Yeah.
and then naging vloggers kasi
so,
naging video format.
video format.
And then naging influencers.
Yes.
If you're
Mostly
monetizing,
Instagram. Diba?
yes, if you're monetizing like from paid advertisers or sponsored posts, you now become an influencer. And then ngayon, they're being coined and called as content creators. They're being called content creators because they can self-produce
Yeah.
yung content nila.
And because
DIY.
there are a lot of editing tools as well, software editing tools. no?
Correct. So, madali na kasing
Magaling na
mag-video ngayon,
yeah.
madali na mag-edit ngayon.
Ng mga cameras ng cellphone, so pwede mong gawin sa cellphone. without,
Correct. Correct.
tools.
And even the social media platforms now are so easy to use. Like Meta, diba? And
That's
even sa Instagram, may mga templates na nga on video editing. Kung tamad ka, di ka masyado magaling mag-edit,
Oo.
okay na yun, diba? And you already have your own content.
Tsaka I think yung algorithm din ng social media nakadesign na rin talaga into attracting new contents, di ba?
Yes.
Kaya ini-encourage nila yung mga videos, yung platform ng Meta to more of videos, and then may Reels, Instagram Reels, di ba?
Yeah.
I think that was the...
Yeah.
And then of course, the emergence of TikTok, of course, which is
Yeah.
very sensational.
Even stories.
Yeah,
Yan,
stories,
you really have
diba?
to like create stories and upload
Saka naging
stories.
interest-based na siya eh. Dati kasi follower-based eh.
Follower-based
Yes.
lang.
Ngayon, interest-based
Yes.
na siya. So, lumalabas na siya sa feed mo
Oo.
kahit hindi mo siya pina-follow.
Yes.
Oo.
So, malaking change din yun. Galing kay TikTok yun eh.
Galing kay TikTok
Mm.
yung
Na-
algorithm
nireplicate
design
din
ng
ng-
ByteDance,
Yeah.
di ba? Oo.
Correct.
At the same time, si Meta, I think what happened was, nag-introduce sila ng mga stars, nag-introduce sila ng mga, yung anything that will give benefit to the content creator, at the same time, magbibigay din ng para motivation dun sa mga nagfa-follow.
Yes.
No? So, I believe right now, may monetization yung mga stars na yan, di ba?
Yes,
You make
pati
money if
sa
you're-
Diamonds ni TikTok.
Diamonds, yeah.
So when you do live stream, so merong mga platform monetization.
Yeah.
Maraming sumikat dyan. Maraming yumaman dyan, ha? Most especially sa YouTube before when YouTube was really big. Yung they were starting to be big here in the Philippines or even globally. Ang dami talagang naging sikat na YouTubers,
Yeah.
di ba? And they earned a lot of money through AdSense.
Ito lang ako din, may personal experience eh.
Yeah.
Nag-transition din ako dyan eh. Nag-aaral ako ng paano yung tamang, angle, ano yung tamang lighting.
Yeah.
Nag-enroll din talaga ako sa ganyan before.
Oh, okay.
No?
Yeah.
Kasi nga, I also transitioned from business/corporate guy
Correct.
into a
Yeah.
Personal brand.
personal brand,
Personal
or
brand.
Yeah.
content creation.
Correct.
Pero speaking of that, siguro nga, isa-isahin nga natin, ano ba yung mga possible income streams
Yeah, yeah.
ng isang
Na
content
isang
creator.
content creator.
Okay, so ngayon, aside from the platform monetization, syempre, a lot of content creators now are aiming to do sponsored posts. Like, brands getting them to like post for the brands to promote, ganon.
Yung tinatawag na brand deals.
Yes, yung mga brand deals, sponsored partnerships, mga ganyan. Paid partnerships, gano'n. Yan yung ini-aim talaga nila. So right now, kami as a talent agency, syempre we're also managing content creators. Our aim is really to be able to market them to the right brands. So para sa akin, the right brands. Kasi very important yun. Na it has to be aligned to your values as a content creator, at the same time, aligned din yung brand values, di ba? Nagkakasundo sila. So, that's what we're really trying to do now.
Pero Joe, question, kaya ba nagkaroon ng ganun dahil bumababa na rin yung monetization through the platforms? Dahil, kumbaga parang dati 100,000 views may monetization ka na. Ngayon parang ang taas na ng demand ng algorithm bago ka ma-monetize. Is that
Right.
correct? Can you explain a little bit?
Yes. No? And also because, syempre, if you look at all the platforms, hindi naman yung magpapatalo sa isa't isa eh. They will always come up with something new. For example, before YouTube was so big, TikTok was almost zero.
Oo.
Diba? Kaya lang dumating si TikTok. And then TikTok na mas pinapansin, di ba? Now, of course, there are a lot of things that YouTube also are doing now. Like ngayon, they had YouTube Shorts, tapos long form, etc. So each of the platforms can be used depending on the need. No? And depending on the interest, as you said, di ba? So, iba-iba pa rin yung monetization
Okay.
yan. Di ba? Pero eventually, isipin nyo, syempre, a lot of the software developers and tech people, most probably, eventually niyan, merong madadagdag na platform, etc.
Of course.
Di ba?
Oo.
Dadami at dadami yan. So, it's hard rin to keep up. For a content creator, it's hard to keep up na, teka lang, saan ba ako mag-upload? YouTube ba? Instagram ba? Facebook ba?
O, lahat.
TikTok ba? O lahat ba? O paano ba? Etc. Syempre, you also have to manage that. Diba? Hindi ko alam kung, sige, pag nag-shoot ako, ano ba? Landscape ba? O portrait ba?
4x3.
Diba? So, ang daming considerations,
Skill din
diba?
na dapat
Oo.
mo matutunan.
Oo. And
Kaya-
yun nga, but now the fastest way to really monetize is through branded deals. Kasi ngayon, even nano-influencers and micro-influencers, kahit di ka pa millions and millions of followers, you can already now get branded deals, di ba? Yan naman, binibase siya ng brand sa engagement rate. Di ba? So, depende yan. Kung hindi naman ganun karami followers mo, pero mataas ang engagement mo,
Yes.
brands will also want to, of course, work with you
ROI,
pa rin, di ba?
Oo.
So, yun, monetization-wise, the platforms, second, branded deals. Tapos yun nga yung nakikita nating wave ngayon. A lot of the content creators now, na-realize na, teka lang, medyo may konting followers na ako, medyo sumisikat na ako. Parang, pwede naman akong magbenta ng sarili kong produkto.
Yeah. No.
So, a lot of our content creators now are getting into business. So, ano yan, makikilala na silang manufacturers, alam ba, skincare, yan ang madalas ngayon di ba? Pampaputi, pampaganda, lahat ng pampa. Di ba? Okay, so,
Yan yung affiliate marketing.
hindi pa to, hindi pa yan affiliate marketing.
Brand-
Affiliate marketing is like
Well,
a
brand ambassador
Oo,
talaga sila.
ang affiliate marketing is for a brand to example, say to a certain content creator, promote mo naman yung brand ko. Tapos ilagay mo sa bawat
Give me promo
produkto
code
ko
mo.
na mabenta mo, you get a certain commission or a
Yeah.
share, 'di ba? Like 10, 15, 30%, no? Whatever your product can allow. Yun yung affiliate marketing. Ito talagang since sikat na ako, marami nang medyo sumusunod sa akin. Baka pwede ako magbenta ng sarili
Sarili
kong
ko,
produkto.
okay.
Like, talaga, papatol manufacture ako. Halimbawa,
White label.
pamputing sabon.
Yeah.
O kaya, kape, slimming coffee, di ba? Marami nang gumawa
Drawings,
niyan.
gym equipments.
Yan, pwede rin tayong gumawa niyan, di ba?
Yung iba digital services. Yung iba nagpapagawa ng app.
Yun.
Na-encounter na ganyan
Yan.
Pagawa ng app. May sarili siyang mobile app ba?
Yun.
On top of that, mga courses din, digital courses.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kung meron silang tinuturo po siguro paano magluto,
Yeah.
something
Oo.
like that.
Yeah.
Oo.
So those are other channels for incomes.
Yeah.
Income.
So ngayon talaga, ang diskarte nila is really to monetize, is to put up a business.
Pero in terms of thinking about business, hindi ba dapat i-maximize muna nila yung platform nila? Kagaya nga sinasabi ni Dennis, kung sikat sila dito, nagluluto sila dun sa kanilang content, di magturo na rin sila magluto, no? Nagko-coach sila. Ganun ba nangyayari ngayon? Okay.
Yeah, that's happening a lot of times naman, no? Pero syempre yun nga, ang ginagawa nila ngayon, gawa tayo produkto. Kasi parang tangible.
Yeah.
Something tangible that you can actually sell. So, nagdi-direct selling muna, minsan.
Yes.
O sige, followers ko, bili kayo. O baka meron sa inyo gusto maging distributor ng produkto ko. And then, nagkakaroon sila ng distributor hanggang sa parang nagiging MLM siya. Pero direct selling.
Live selling din, Nagla-live selling.
Nagla-live sell naman din sila, yeah. So, pero yung live sell is just, a means or a marketing tool to sell their products, diba? Pero as yun nga, pinag-usapan natin, monetization, yun, usually
Direct selling.
platform monetization or affiliate or paid partnerships and then selling their own products. No?
So yung mga brands na to, kasi dati, di ba, during the TVs, merong kilala na brand ambassador sa isang produkto, like makita natin mga Tanduay Ladies, yung mga ganun, or San Miguel, mga basketball players nila, di ba, yun yung mga brand ambassadors nila. Ngayon, itong mga brands, they're now, dinidilute na rin nila yung kanilang ambassadors. Ibig sabihin, may artista sila na nasa TV, meron pa silang mga micro-influencers
Right.
na nasa social media.
Right.
Depende sa target market nila.
Okay, so depende rin yan sa marketing strategy ng brand.
Oh, okay.
So, if they're launching a product and it's for awareness, usually talaga you would want to get a big name. Someone who has like millions of followers,
Yes.
diba? Like celebrity level
Celebrity.
A-lister, gano'n. Pero sometimes if conversion na yung nasa funnel mo, nasa conversion ka na, ang employment mo na niyan ngayon would really be nano and micro-influencers.
Okay.
So depende sa marketing
Kasi yung
strategy.
reach nila nandun na sa masa, no?
There was even a statistic and a research that says nga na very high conversion ang micros and nanos. So,
Pero what's your advice naman or probably guide sa kanila, no? Kasi sabi natin kanina, brand deals, tas you can also sell your own. Ano ba yun? Okay lang na pagsabayin yung dalawa to look for opportunities?
Yeah.
Or ano ba yung mas bagay na simulan nila when it comes to monetization?
actually, pwedeng sabayan. You just want to maximize your following. Diba?
Yeah.
And then you want to build a business that can sustain you. Okay din yun eh. Ako, I would like to suggest and advise to content creators na kung gusto nyo rin lang naman magnegosyo, simulan nyo na. Pwede nyo namang simulan na eh. Ini-aim ko lang ngayon. Di ba, I remember during the last episode, I mentioned about the business summit that we wanted to do. More educational talaga siya. Kasi I wanted to be a summit to help talaga and teach content creators how to be an entrepreneur.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why we want to get like resource speakers na entrepreneurs talaga to talk to them about their experiences. People who are in finance, like you, Dance, diba? I was already talking to you, Dance. Maybe you can talk about business finance, ganon. Paul can also talk about technology, marketing, AI, you know, the way moving forward. Ako naman, I can talk about personal branding and how to better, brand yourself and brand your products. Ganun. And then, we can also get other resource speakers to talk about HR, to talk about logistics.
Yung fundamentals talaga
Oo.
of a business.
Yes, kasi
Kasi
Yun ang
pwede
nakikita
mag-fail
ko.
di ba? Sayang yung pera.
right. So, ang nakikita ko ngayon, yung na-observe ko na trend, a lot of the content creators are actually getting into business. Pero sometimes, Chef, lahat naman ng negosyante, tayo, naranasan natin yung lahat ng struggles ng pagiging negosyante, di ba? So, sometimes, ang dami ko nakita yung, ang bilis ng pagsikat, pero siya rin namang bilis nung pagbagsak eh.
Actually, kasi
no?
yun yung jackpot effect, yung lotto effect na tinatawag.
Sudden wealth, sudden
yung
wealth.
sudden wealth, no? Kasi
Yeah.
hindi ka sanay, yung emotional wallet mo in terms of understanding big money.
Right.
Masaya meron.
Right.
Sige, masaya gumastos.
Right.
Pero paano mo isusustain yun ng mahirap?
Yeah.
Kasi pag nawala yung, biglang na-cut o
Yeah.
nabawasan lang kahit konti,
Yeah.
hindi mo na alam ngayon paano i-recover kasi
Right.
nasanay ka dun sa spending.
So that's
Right.
a good question. What's the first step to
Kaya
manage
nga
it
eh,
wisely?
what is the best first step in managing that
Pag
wealth?
bigla kang, dami mong pera sa bangko
Oo,
bigla. No?
oo.
Okay, ngayon ako, itong pinaka-suggestion ko dyan.
Piniflex pa yung cash, di ba, sa screen,
Oo,
di ba?
oo.
Na nakabundle-bundle.
Yeah. Well, ang pinaka-suggestion ko, konsultahin niyo muna kaming tatlo.
Yun.
Tama yun.
Triple W dot, ano.
Yeah. By the way, our
Tama,
Instagram account. Hindi.
Pero honestly, tama naman eh. Kasi, di ba, yung expertise natin is the one that will really guide this, businessmen na... Kasi ang mahirap, yung business din yan eh. Kaya lang, hindi traditional kagaya ng pinanggalingan natin na nagbebenta ka tapos babalik. Ito, monetization, biglang either 100,000, biglang 200,000, biglang 1 million yung pumapasok sa'yo.
Yeah.
Hindi yan kagaya sa atin na inventory dependent or
Yeah.
service effort
Or service effort
diba?
dependent.
Ito
Dependent,
magical
yeah.
yung numbers eh, di ba?
Yeah. Minsan nag-deliver ka na, ang tagal pang singilin eh, di ba?
Ako nga, may 90 days client pa ako, di ba?
Collection ng-
3 months pa bagong bayad.
Huwag na
It's
tayo
so
mag-usap
hard.
tungkol sa days terms.
Yeah.
Ako nga, merong ilan nga yun? 720 days yata. Hindi pa rin ako bayad. Yeah.
May nangyari sa akin, 1 taon. Million, hindi binayaran.
So, yun,
Naligan-
ako,
naligan. So, kailangan malaman nila yun.
ang ano ko dyan, suggestion ko talaga, is to sana humbly seek help from subject matter experts. Like maybe
Starting from you, managing their lifestyle as a
lifestyle,
influencer,
personal brand.
content
Oo.
creator, di ba?
Oh, pero kahit hindi kaming tatlo, my suggestion is really to consult
Right.
subject matter experts. Like, consult someone in finance.
Yeah.
Kasi importante talaga yun eh.
Right.
Consult someone in HR. Consult someone in marketing. Kasi yung popularity ng content creator can only bring you up to a certain level. Di ba?
Totoo.
Kaya kasi lahat naman ng sumikat, lumubog eh. I mean, at a certain point, mawawala yung fame eh.
Yes.
Gravity yan eh.
Just like any
It's
other,
always law of gravity.
Pero-
yung product's life cycle talaga,
Oo.
merong
Yes.
yan eh, di ba?
Oo.
Yes.
Talaga siya,
Pero ang mahirap kasi
Yeah.
dito, ang difference kasi is, like, I think most of the celebrities, they know this already. Kasi matagal na yung profession ng show
Yes.
business eh. Kaya nga meron na silang, may mga agents na sila
Yeah.
eh. Hindi sila yung mismo nagmamanage ng sarili nila. Kasi yung brand nila, pati yung agent nila, sila yung maghahanap para i-maintain yung brand na
Yep.
yun, di ba?
Yep.
Kung hindi mo ma-maintain yung brand na yun, hindi tatagal yung sustainable, yung income, no?
Yeah.
Masusustain.
Kaya nga a lot of even the managers are helping the celebrities. Traditionally, even from the past, they're helping the celebrities to actually manage their finances as
finance
well.
managers na rin
Oo.
sila, di ba?
May mga finance managers na rin kasi nga tuturuan
Where to invest.
For
Yes.
example,
Real
kailangan
estate.
may insurance ka,
Insurance.
real estate.
Yeah.
Tatlo lang naman yan eh, di ba? Investment, insurance, savings, di ba? And you have to fulfill all of the three. Meaning, dapat may pera ka nakatabi just for the rainy season. And then, dapat may insurance ka to cover for uncertainties. And then, dapat may investment ka to grow your money, di ba? Kasi hindi naman mahirap yung nakatabi lang yung pera mo sa, kahadiyero di ba?
Correct.
I have a question. Is it ideal for a content creator to register a business entity?
Oo naman.
Okay.
You mean as a brand?
As a company, yeah.
Ikaw yung brand mo, yung company
Yes.
mo yun.
Yeah, yes.
Kasi
So-
madami nagko-content creator talaga, as we all know, wala namang entity yan eh.
Oo.
No,
May
but
mga brand
ngayon,
deals yan.
Pero teka, di ba?
ngayon actually required na.
Required kasi
required
hinabol
na.
ng taxes. yun,
Required
di ba?
na magkaroon sila ng OR kasi eh.
Oo.
So you really have to file for your
Invoice.
2303.
Correct.
Oo.
Correct.
So ano na talaga ngayon, you really have, yun pa isa natin gusto sanang ituro. Kasi maraming content creators, hindi alam yon pa rin, up to now, na okay, hindi kailangan ko pala ng BIR, etc.
Correct.
You will need it ngayon pa lang, kahit nagsisimula pa lang sila, gawin na nila. Kasi eventually, if you get more popular, makikita naman ng BIR yan if you are earning
Yun
something
lang.
from
Kasi
posting
post ka di ba?
Because you're so exposed, di ba? They can see it on social media. So pag nakitang, teka lang, sabi paid partnership, pero ba't parang hindi naman nagbabayad ng tax to? Walang corresponding taxes paid. So yun, isa pa rin nating turo sana.
Witness ka na isang
Ganon.
Madami.
na yun nga,
Hindi
inambush ng BIR.
Madaming ganyan. Madaming ganyan. Madaming ganyan. I mean, they will see it
Okay.
So might as well comply, di ba? For yung mga mandatories.
I agree.
Tsaka yung
100%.
monetization mo online, di ba? May resibo rin yan Di ba? Pumapasok yung YouTube monetization mo, may...
Yes, most especially for big brands now. Yun nga, yung paisa. When you start working with the bigger brands, of course, hihingan ka ng kaakibat na resibo. Every time they pay you something, since the big brands are also complying to BIR,
Yeah.
as a content creator, you'll be asked for a receipt.
No, pero I mean, when YouTube or Meta sends money to you, may online receipt
Yes.
sila na pinapadala
Yeah.
na pinadala nila yung
Yeah.
pera na yun. So, ibig sabihin, pwedeng ma-source yun ng
So,
BIR,
yun yung ano.
di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya
So,
may recent regulation ng mga platform ngayon na mag-withhold.
okay,
Yes,
yeah.
Sina
Automatic
TikTok, sina Lazada, lahat yan automatic
Correct.
withhold. Kahit yung mga payment gateway now.
Yes, withheld na.
Withhold na sila.
Correct.
No, so talaga, actually, hindi lang registration. After ng business registration kasi, yung monthly, quarterly filing, dapat
Yes.
malaman nila yun.
Yes.
Or if not, i-outsource
At least-
nila sa
Yes.
bookkeepers.
Sa
Yes.
bookkeeper. Actually, sa
So
akin,
yung pa isa. So dapat kaya sabi ko, 'di ba, content creators, you need to really consult subject matter experts. Like yung filing, minsan hindi nila alam na kailangan mo mag-file monthly. And then magugulat na lang sila at the end of the year, sisihin nila yung bookkeeper na, teka lang, bakit ang dami kong penalties?
Correct.
'Di ba? Ang dami open cases, ang dami
or yung
penalties.
taxes na nagpatong-patong na hindi pa nababayaran.
Oo. So again, yun isang hurdle that they need to really learn about, taxation. So isa yan. Second, yun nga, growing your money. How do you now grow your money and how to run a business? Sometimes you just depend on, yun nga, marami naman akong followers. Bili kayo. Maraming bibili at first, di ba?
first.
But now,
Try, no?
how will you now grow it outside of your audience? So kailangan mo yan ng marketing, kailangan mo mag-set up ng, syempre dapat may kumpanya ka, may tao ka, may HR ka that will help you hire people. Dapat may finance ka, someone who will really look at
Paying
yung kinikita
the
mo
bills.
ba talaga ay mas malaki kaysa sa ginagastos mo. Yun lang naman, very basic yun di ba? Dapat mas malaki yung kinikita mo kaysa sa ginagastos mo. Kaya lang nga, minsan, they will be surprised, magugulat sila, kasama taxes at expenses,
Wala pala.
wala pala akong kinikita.
Nakabili ka na ng
Samantalang
bagong
nakabili na ako ng Ferrari,
Or ng
nakabili na ako ng Land Cruiser, gano'n.
yan, oo.
And then you'll end up in debt.
Correct.
Nagugulat ka lang, ay, ang laki pala ng utang ko. Wala pala akong kinita.
Tinitingnan natin kasi itong yung similarities from an actor celebrity at yung sports basketball player, let's say whatever sports celebrity na hindi nagpapamanage,
Correct.
no, to a content creator na hindi rin nagpapamanage o hindi rin naiintindihan kung paano i-manage yung kanyang brand, yung bago niyang produkto.
Yeah. Ako more than anything talking about, I mean an example of who or kung meron na bang nakitang ganyan. Ako more than anything, I think I wanna stress yung importance of yung trying to grow your business more responsibly by asking questions, learning, talking to people who are experts. Kasi sometimes, ito naman, ang nakikita ko lang, sometimes the content creators feeling nila, nag-grow ko tong audience ko ng ganito by myself. So I don't need anybody else. Kahit nga sometimes when I talk to people who I feel need to be managed, sila mismo nagsabi, hindi ko kailangan ng manager. Babayaran ko pa ng commission yung manager, may cut pa, di nabawasan pa yung kikitain ko, ganyan. But sometimes they don't realize na, actually, your manager is supposed to market you. You'll actually get more opportunities having a manager. And plus, at the same time, you have someone, may parang konsensya ka na someone who's telling you, dito tayo, wag tayo dito, or wag dyan, delikado yan, baka madapa tayo dyan, gano'n. Yun naman talaga yung trabaho ng
I think
manager.
i-compare natin ito sa isang, let's say, baker, no? Na magaling siya gumawa ng artisan pastries. Pero hindi talaga siya marunong mag-manage ng kanyang
Negosyo.
business.
Yeah.
So, kailangan, kunyari, yung misis niya ang marunong sa ganun,
Sa pera,
i-allow niya
oo.
doon na siyang mag-manage. Kasi
Yes.
kung siya lahat, wala rin siyang time para doon sa artisan pastries
Yeah.
na kanyang expertise.
Yeah.
And I think content creators, if you have done this because you're, naging sikat ka and everything, siguro totoo naman na if someone, an expert that you rely on doing the other things
Yeah.
of the fundamentals
Yeah.
of business,
Yeah.
you'd be able to focus on
Yeah.
your craft,
Yeah. So,
your expertise.
kumbaga, para sa akin, hindi makakasamang kumonsulta tungkol sa mga bagay na hindi mo naman talaga forte. For example, ako, in my business, I've been in marketing for a long time. So, medyo alam ko yung ins and outs ng marketing of a brand and also marketing of a person. Personal branding, di ba? Kasi yun naman yung trabaho at negosyo ko. Pero alam ko for a fact na wala akong alam sa finance. Hindi ako magaling dyan. At wala akong alam sa HR. I mean, I've had my fill of failures in the past because of, yun nga, maybe I recruited the wrong people
Yeah.
or I couldn't let go of the wrong people. Diba? Na nandun na sa loob ng organization. So that's an HR function. Diba? If you do it wrongly, madudole ka. Yun nga, there are things that you need to consult sinong magaling doon, no? Like us here, my sister-in-law has been in HR for the longest time.
Yeah.
So siya yung pinamanage ko ng HR namin, no? Kasi nagtayo rin kami ng isang HR consultancy firm. So yung HR consultancy firm na yon, sila na rin yung outsourced HR nung companies ko, di ba? It may have been wise kasi naging revenue generating pa rin. Ang bottom line nun, talagang kumuha ako ng HR to help us manage talent acquisition, performance management, and everything HR related. Sa finance naman, syempre, kumuha rin ako ng finance expert to help me make sense of paano bang pasok ng pera, paano bang cash flow, anong gagawin natin pagka matagal magbayad yung kliyente, paano natin paikutin yung pera ng kumpanya. So, hindi naman ako magaling doon eh. Di ba? From the get-go, hindi ko siya inako. I mean, when I was starting pala, yun din pala yung failure ko. Ako lang gumagawa lahat. Ako ang HR, ako ang finance, ako ang marketing, ako ang sales, ako ang lahat.
Messenger, ikaw na rin.
Tapos,
Sa bangko.
tapos ako rin yung road manager, tapos ako rin yung sa Excel, tinitingnan ko lang magkano ang kinita ko, tapos magkano expense ko, eto.
babayaran,
Oo.
sino-sino yung
Pero
susunod.
syempre, hindi ko na-factor in yung taxes. So sometimes feeling ko, uy,
Ang laki na
ang
kinita.
laki ng kinita ko this month. Teka, gagastos ako, I will reward myself.
Yeah.
Ganyan ka naman, di ba?
A vacation
Oo,
probably.
biglang magugulat ka. Hala, pag pinactor in mo yung taxes, halos wala naman pala. Di ba? So yung mga ganon. So, para sa akin, wag nyo nang daanan yung mga mistakes namin by earlier consulting already, di ba? So yun yung
Or at
para
least
sa akin.
learn, no? Through educational, any
Yeah.
tools.
Platforms, education.
Like, as you
YouTube,
mentioned, there's a may YouTube na free,
Digital courses.
pero meron ding self-paced courses that are available that, you can pay cheaply, but directly related sa mga ginagawa nila. No? I think we have to create a directly related course
Yeah,
for
yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Business for content creators.
Business for content creators. So, yun talagang sanang gusto kong mabuo natin.
Oo.
Na talagang tools na makakatulong sa kanila to put up, build and grow
Correct.
their own businesses. So, makatulong pa tayo sa ekonomiya niyan.
Kasi
'di ba?
kung yun ang economy na lumalaki, no, yung gig economy,
Yeah.
syempre kailangan ng ancillary services to support the gig
Yeah.
economy, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
So,
Pero going back lang, let's step back a bit. Let's go back dun sa, content creators kasi we're saying na in 3 to 5 years, malaki ang chance kasi na mawala na yung relevance nila di ba? Paano mo ngayon tatimingan ng tama yung pagsisimula versus dun sa pagda-diversify? Kailan ba dapat gawin yun? Siguro, another question is, kailan ako dapat mag-start mag-look ng mga brand deals at ng business? So, yun nga, pag-diversify and getting other sources of income. What is
Right.
the best timing to do that?
ngayon, even if you're a nano-influencer, you can already consider talagang working with brands. Yun naman talaga eh. Like they get PR packages,
Yeah.
they get free
How do
ex-deal
you
products,
reach out to
etc.
them? Yun ang siguro ang tanong.
Sino? Ang content creators
These brands,
to
yeah.
brands?
Yeah.
Marami ng agencies like us
Yeah.
na talagang naghahanap
Okay.
ng influencers for brands, no? Kasi there are a few influencer agencies out there. Even mga big ad agencies are also talagang trying to get influencers now.
Yeah.
No? Kasi parte na siya ng marketing
Landscape.
landscape eh. So, kumbaga, pag tinignan naman yung integrated marketing communications plan ng bawat brand, kasama na talaga pati sa budgeting ang influencers.
Pero what's your criteria as an agency when it comes to accepting that specific
Okay.
content creator?
Kami talaga yung alignment to the brand. So, ang nangyayari, we have a tool, for example, that we're using now. Pag nagbe-vet kami, nilalagay namin lahat ng keywords and all of the things that the brand is actually looking for. So, diba, si brand, etong ganitong sasabi niya, o sige, 18 to 25 years old female, etc. Ganito, ito yung lifestyle, ito yung gusto naming makuhang influencer. When we vet, we already now have a tool
Right.
to filter. Oo. Tapos
So,
may
malaking-
sentiment tracker din.
Siyempre, meron kayo nung mga metrics like number of following, mga
Yes,
engagement.
yes. So, engagement rate. Actually, talaga na very important yung engagement rate. But also, syempre, tinitignan din namin manually. May mga tao pa rin, no? Even if we have a tool, meron pa rin kaming tao talaga that looks at all the posts. Kasi sometimes, sige, eto, mukhang bagay, etc. Pero makikita mo, siguro mga 3 out of 10 of his or her post, rant, or nakikipag-away, or basta very negative.
Yeah.
Syempre, we strike them out, diba? Kung, kasi ayaw ni brand yung ganun. So yun pa isang gusto namin gawin din na workshop for content creators. What to do and what not to do. Yun. So, and how to stay longer in the industry by, fixing your personal branding. Ganun. So,
Pero
yun.
ako, I'm trying to put myself in, siguro a beginner, no? Bawa, naramdaman ko, meron na akong, say, 500 followers lang.
Okay.
Tapos, pero may mga engagement, no? Is it the right timing to reach out to brands already? Meron bang certain metrics in
Threshold.
terms of number of followers kung kailan ako dapat mag-start maghanap ng brand deal or something?
Kasi ngayon, 1,000 pa lang, you're a nano-influencer.
Oh, really?
1,000.
Okay. So you can already start emailing agencies na, hey, this is my type of content, etc. You might wanna work with me and collaborate, ganon. Pero yun din nga yung edge kung meron kang management agency. Kasi yung management agency mo na yung gagawa nun.
Correct.
Maglalako, makikipag-usap sa mga ahensya. Oh, by the way, ito yung roster ko, ito yung mga content creators ko, baka meron kayong campaigns dyan. And then when they say, meron kaming campaign, ito yung produkto, ito yung bagay. Okay, ito, out of my 20 artists, 5 dyan bagay. Diba? So, and then ipipitch mo yung, so, it would have been beneficial if you had a management agency na
What's your
to
advice
market
naman
you.
pag, halimbawa, nakakailang attempt na ako pero walang nag-pick up sa akin?
Oo.
What do you think is yung dapat niyang gawin pag gano'n?
Create more content, create more traction.
Numbers, no?
Tsaka
Just
consistency.
kailangan
Consistency,
i-show numbers
do it
ka.
and do it lang. I mean, don't quit. No, unang advice ko, don't quit. Just keep on doing content and creating content. Kasi ano naman the algorithms is really all about consistency, creating more content. The algorithm will reward you
Yeah.
Diba? When you keep on using that
Again,
platform.
statistical yan di ba?
Yeah.
Kaya kapag marami kang pinost doon, tumataas yung digital
Of
footprint
course.
mo, di ba?
Of course.
And then yun binabasa niya. Tapos kung maraming eyeballs, yun naman yung binabasa
Of
niya
course.
in terms of conversion, di
Of
ba?
course. And then the algorithm will reward you for being
Pero,
masipag, diba?
Siguro dapat meron ka rin konting structure, no? Kung sino ba talaga yung target audience mo.
Yes.
Baka naman kasi sobrang broad nung target audience niya.
So
Yeah.
kung cooking ka lang.
Yeah.
So, parang gano'n, may
Niching mo, especially now,
Niching is
very,
important,
yung niche oo. And you stay on that niche, diba?
Right.
And then eventually, you'll find na, pwede ko pala i-branch out dito sa niche na to. And then, it grows pa rin organically, nag-grow. Sometimes, yung iba nagsa-start sa cooking or food vlogging or food review or restaurant review. And eventually, makikita mo, lifestyle vlogger na, she now or he now does clothes, ganon.
Marami ako
Yan.
nakita na, kunyari, kumakain lang sa kanto-kanto, tapos yun yung pinopost niya, no? Hanggang sa kumakain na siya sa restaurant. Tapos ngayon, nagpo-post siya ng mga products na kunyari coffee machine or whatever, naging
Yeah.
ano na siya. So yun yung brand
Yep.
deals niya na nakukuha,
Yeah,
right?
oo, yeah. So talagang nag-evolve din kasi eh. Oh. So don't quit kasi eventually magkaka-traction din 'yan. Oo.
Pero again, sa dami ng pare-pareho kayo ng types of content, what is the situation now? Is it diluted?
Ako I'm seeing some saturation.
Overlaps, no?
I'm seeing some saturation. That's why I'm saying, and also that's why I'm promoting na content creators start now thinking of putting up their own businesses.
Exactly.
Kasi yung kontrolado mo yun eh.
Yes.
Itong pagiging content creator, hindi mo naman kontrolado yan. Kontrolado ng algorithm yan eh.
At saka ng audience.
Tsaka ng audience.
Yeah.
Diba? It really depends on your followers.
Tsaka reputation
Eventually,
mo. Mamaya may isa lang.
pag ayaw ka na nilang i-follow, di wala. Wala ka na.
Automatic.
Diba? So, it's something that you cannot sustain on your own because there are a lot of factors that you don't have control over.
That's right.
Diba? Unlike nga, if you have your own business, kontrolado mo yan. It's just that you have to make the right decisions and you actually have to hire the right people.
Correct.
Yun lang yun. And then it becomes a negosyo and it becomes more sustainable. Even if you're not a content creator anymore, at least may sarili ka na negosyo. Diba? So I think my message is that parang habang sumisikat at patuloy na sumisikat, simulan nang mag-invest
Yeah.
in different instruments, pero mag-invest din sa sariling negosyo kasi yun yung mas may longevity. Yun yung mas sustainable.
Yun nga yung sinishare natin sa iba nating mga, sa ibang episodes natin dati, no? Regardless ko saan mo kinuha yung pera. No? It's either pinamana sa'yo yan, or napagtrabahuan mo from employment, or napagtrabahuan mo sa isang small business mo, or OFW ka na kumita. Lalo na sa content creator na mas malaki yung kita. 'Di ba? Kasi biglang malaki yung kita
Biglang laki,
dito eh.
oo.
So kung may discipline ka in terms of money management, you take away, meron tayong percentage na tinatanggal, diba? 30% go here, and 20% lang yung spend mo, yung savings mo, and then ito invest mo.
Yeah.
Kung may discipline ka na ganun, every time may pumapasok, na-manage mo na kagad. Kasi ang mahirap, akala mo yun lang laging ganun yung pera, no?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what if
Tsaka-
biglang mag-boom?
Tsaka ang dami nating examples that you can see, in reality. For example, ang dami nating super sikat na artista, may A-listers, etc. And I think at one point in their lives, they realized na I can't do this forever.
Isa pa yun. Dahil
Diba?
yung face mo is an image.
Yung
right?
face and also, syempre
Yung
pagod
youth
din eh,
mo.
di ba? Nakapagod, akala nyo lang madali, pero nakakapagod maging artista. So, I mean, eventually it takes a toll and then some of them may realize, teka lang, parang masakapagod to.
Yeah.
Maraming naging successful na nagnegosyo na artista. You don't see them on the screen anymore, pero ang laguna ng mga negosyo nila and they were able to manage their business as well. So sana yun ang ma-emulate ng mga future content creators and even future artistas, di ba?
Or at least, di ba, hindi lang, kung hindi sila talaga walang knack sa business, at least may investment, di ba?
Yeah.
Kunyari, real estate for rental.
Real estate,
di ba? Or for
or
flipping.
rentals, correct.
Or land
Yeah.
banking.
Yung
And
iba,
then
yan,
stock
nagki-crypto,
market, di ba?
correct. Tapos sa real estate, ano pa bang ibang investment? Stocks.
Just like any
Stocks,
other
diba?
source of income, kailangan mo ring aralin, di ba?
Yes.
Kasi yung iba, parang nag-all in sa isang investment vehicle.
Oo.
Yes.
So, dapat you have to be prudent as well.
Yes.
Kasi yung industry iba-iba rin no? May growth ka sa real estate minsan, may growth sa stocks, iba minsan bagsak yung stocks, mataas naman yung real estate.
Yeah.
Kaya diversification is really important for them, including their income from, let's say maganda pa rin yung income, tuloy-tuloy doon sa content creation niya. Minsan kasi nakakalimutan nila na hindi nga yun forever, pero dahil pagod na sila sa pagko-content creation, parang wala silang time to really focus on developing this other investment or this other income stream. Anong ma-advise mo sa ganun? Kasi
Wala
syempre
eh.
focus on your craft dahil dito pumapasok yung pera
You really have to find time.
You really have to
It's
find
really a matter of time management.
Yeah.
You really have to set aside time
Ipa-plug ko
for...
na yung course ko, yung productivity course ko.
Yan.
So, time management.
Time
and,
management.
Yan.
Productivity, yan.
Correct. So,
Aralin mo rin.
Oo.
yun nga eh. That's why I said, kailangan nila din mag-aral, kailangan din nila talaga mag-consult before starting. And even during,
Yeah,
di ba?
during. Oo.
While doing the business.
Correct.
So,
Importante yun na during, again, let's go back to the discipline. This is a mindset. When you got lucky in getting income from content creation, tapos nagkaroon ka ng mga brand deals, lagi mo iisipin, yung pera na yan, dapat may patutunguhan.
At dapat lumago.
At dapat tumago.
Yeah.
Hindi yung baka later on hindi mo na alam kung saan huhugutin yung panggastos mo kasi akala mo the same pa rin yung flow ng value, amount ng income na papasok, right? So, diversification, meron kang, lagi natin inuulit, meron kang iba-ibang industries na stocks. No? Meron kang banking industry, real estate industry, meron kang food industry when you buy stocks.
Yeah.
And then when you go for real estate investment, either you have a condo or a real estate property or land. Kasi yung mga yan, nag-appreciate in value in long term.
Yeah.
So, kung maaga mo nilagay, kahit iwanan mo yan, tatagal yan.
Lalaki.
Diba? Kahit na pumapasok yung mga income.
Tsaka isa pa, you'll be surprised maraming artista or and even content creators na walang insurance.
Wow.
Yun din isa pang importante. I'd like to stress. Hindi ako nagbebenta ng insurance pero I'm just saying.
May mga partners tayo na insurance sa ating
Ayan.
podcast, diba?
Oo.
Mga na-interview natin last time.
So, we welcome insurance sponsors po for this show. Joke. But hindi ko pala show to. Show pala nila to. So, no, but insurance is
parang
very
co-host ka
important.
na pangatlong beses.
Oo nga eh. Oo nga, naku, baka maging mainstay na ako rito. Jahe naman. No, but insurance. Ang dami kong nakilala na walang insurance na mga artista. So, nakakatakot yun eh. Kaya makikita nyo sadly, marami in our industry na pumanaw, na nahirapan. I mean, even yung last expenses, nahirapan silang tustusan yung last expenses. And then we see, the relatives asking for donations. Siyempre masakit yun, di ba? And it could have been, it wouldn't have been that way kung meron sana insurance. Malaking tulong yung insurance. So yun, para sa akin sana maturuan natin yung content creators and the future artists and everybody else to really do, savings, insurance and investment. Tatlo lang naman yun.
Correct. Yun ang gusto natin makita sa kanila eh. Magkaroon ng mindset shift. Diba? Kasi growth mindset. Kasi kung wala yung mindset shift na yan, wala tayong, hindi mo siya, mahirap talaga kasi kalaban mo yung utak mo eh. Kung matigas ang ulo mo, di ba? You have to soften it para pumasok yung ibang new knowledge, di ba? And then you start taking action. Siguro another question for you, Joe, is that when these things happen to a certain influencer or content creator, and then nawala na sila ng hindi sila nakapag-prepare, no insurance, no business, no investment at all, where do they go? What have you heard about these people? Where do they go?
Nako, kung saan-saan. Meron dyan iba racket.
Okay.
Yung iba wala, we'll just go back to being
kung saan sila nanggaling.
Kung saan sila galing.
Employee sila before or whatever.
Balik employment or
pero siguro ang concern ko dun is there a mental health situation like kasi naging famous sila, di ba? So sayang yung kanilang yung kanilang nakilala sila eh. So minsan pag lumabas sila at hindi sila napapansin, di ba nawawal parang ang bigat sa kanila yun dahil pasanay na sila. Sumikat sila. May mga ganun ba?
I would like to think so pero I haven't seen any platform to address that. Pero I'm sure madami yan.
Sa consultancy niyo merong health.
Yes. So
maybe they need that.
No, but kami kasi yung silver lining namin is really corporate based pa for now. Correct. Pero we wanna offer it to the public eventually. But yun nga, if you're asking about celebrities who have yung na-experience yun na sikat dati tapos biglang wala nang pumapansin sa kanila. Parang wala naman ako nakitang, wala pang umabot sa punto na, or baka meron, maybe I just don't know.
Diba?
Maybe not.
Pero I'm sure meron.
Not in your roster.
But parang wala naman in my roster. Okay. So,
well, we want to avoid that. Kasi yun nga, kasi sometimes fame gets into your head. And then it messes up when it's gone, di ba? Kapag nawala na yung fame na yun.
Yeah.
Messes up your head.
Ako, I would like to think na, kasi, I mean, as I've said, I haven't experienced it firsthand. Pero thinking, kung ako lang in their shoes, nangyari yun, sumikat ako, tapos bigla na, parang medyo, I mean, it could be sad. Oh.
Sige, so summarize ko lang yung mga na-take away ko, probably after me, it's you as Paul. So, sabi natin as a content creator, especially kung nagsisimula ka, be consistent and try to reach out to brands as early as possible. And then once you get your first income, consider mo na agad na mag-register ka ng entity, ang business. Kasi pag may income ka na, may tax ka ng babayaran. So, compliance yun.
Formal na yun, no? Formal na.
Formal na yun. And then you always have to be learning. Learning the basics of entrepreneurship, basics of finance and cash flow, basics of course, seeking help din sa mga agencies katulad ng sayo, kasi they will help you in reaching to mga outreach to the brands, to get clients. And then I think just like any other profession, kahit na doktor ka, attorney ka or whatever, kailangan mo rin talagang mag-diversify and consider din mga investment vehicles like stocks, crypto, real estate, and whatnot. So, those are my takeaways for today's episode.
Dadagdagan ko lang isa pa. As a content creator, once you start working with brands or even just working as a content creator, number one, be professional.
Yun.
Kasi pinag-usapan natin dito, longevity, di ba? Sustainability, longevity. Yung career mo magiging mahaba yan kung professional. You really have to be a professional.
Dagdagan ko din kasi in any business, dapat or personal, legacy mo, dapat meron kang purpose din. Mga mission mo, tsaka vision mo as an individual at tsaka sa business mo. Para meron ding, hindi lang, it's not all about profits all the time.
I'd like to add, yung takeaway natin dito, again, it's a shift of mindset. It's really important that once na naintindihan na natin na na-expose na tayo dito and meron tayong narinig na example ng pitfalls or things na kailangan natin na-avoid, better to start early by getting the right advice. After getting the right advice, take action. Kasi pag hindi tayo nag-take action, baka hindi natin alam, dumating na yung punto na hindi na talaga pumapasok yung income. Too late. Might be too late. And kaya natin tinanong yung last question ko kanina na about is there going to be a depression that will happen to you? We don't want that kasi at the end of the day, yung mental health mo would suffer if you'll not take care of yourself. And the income is a big factor of it. Maraming ganyan, kasi families, nasisira and everything. So, and also, we would like to segue the opportunity that we are working on collaborating a few things that will be very helpful to the content creators industry. Yun yung tinatawag natin na pinaplano nga natin na business support, consultancy, and coaching, because we all are already coaches of all our fields like productivity, marketing, and then for me for investment and wealth building. But there is another one, the summit. Maybe you want to talk about that.
So siguro mag-shameless plug din ako. We're planning a business summit for content creators. So we're gonna bring in together content creators, but also we're gonna bring in like toll manufacturers, suppliers, agencies, brands into one big event. And we're hoping to be able to stage that in October. We don't have a venue yet, kasi talagang it's still in the wraps and we're still just planning for it. Pero ang hope talaga namin doon is for the content creators to gain value from subject matter experts. We will also invite speakers who are experts at their field, like maybe entrepreneurship, finance, marketing, productivity, logistics, even wealth building is of course a part of it. We'll have someone to talk about HR.
And the use of technology.
The use of technology, the use of
business.
AI, of course. And then we'll also have agencies and also brands and manufacturers to set up booths para talagang nade-demo nila kung ano yung produkto nila, and then some content creators might be interested, sige, gusto kong gawing negosyo ko yan, paano ba? So yun, it's really gonna be a summit to bring people together. At the end of the day, we want them to like put up their own businesses in the end, diba? And then talagang put up yung businesses na magtatagal at magiging successful.
Yun, nice. So, yun, pag magkakasama tayong tatlo, parang yung creative juices natin non-stop pa.
Oo.
Kaya nga eh.
Flowing eh. Parang,
Di ba?
Bago pa tayo, baka makailang ano pa tayo, ideas bago tayo mag-iwalay.
Oo, kanina pa tayo nag-uusap. Dami natin naisip na collab eh.
Correct, correct. Yun, so it's a wrap, no? And thank you so much for being here again and watching this episode. If you haven't already, kindly consider subscribing, no? And liking, smashing the like button so it can reach out to more people like you.
And share.
Anywhere
Share,
in the
yeah.
world, please follow us. As I
Share.
said, si Dennis and they are expert here in the Philippines. I live in New Zealand, so ini-encourage ko rin yung mga nasa abroad talaga to
Yun.
listen to this kasi hindi lang to sa Filipinos in the Philippines. These are Filipinos all over the world.
Yep.
Taglish tayo, syempre siguro kung kaya natin i-interpret to English lahat,
Yun.
baka pwede natin ma-reach yung mga
Yes,
non-Filipino audience.
Non-Filipinos. But for now,
AI
Filipinos
na ngayon,
muna.
Filipinos
AI
muna.
na. Oh,
Yeah.
May AI na ngayon.
Yeah, we will
Pwede.
convert
Yeah.
that. So titingnan natin. But yeah,
Yo.
it will be very helpful.
Yeah, so we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks.